Hey guys, welcome to Clockwork, Noodles for another breakdown of Tower of God. Welcome back. This is season 2, episode 2. I sound like crap. Yes, I know I am recovering from something. I don't know what it is, but oh my goodness, it's been disgusting over here. It's just constantly coughing. My throat feels like it's dying. It could be the fact that I also live by fields. I have hay fever, so who knows what it is, but I sound awful. So you have to bear with me as we go through this episode. I only have 1 page of notes, so I'll make sure that I go through it at a nice pace for you guys. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. We have 19 days left before I move to Japan. Very exciting. It does mean that one of your videos will be delayed. I will do my best to make sure that I'm on it. It's probably going to be at least a week at best. We'll have to see how it goes. I don't have full information yet, but I am intending to make sure that as soon as I can get your video up, it will go up. And I finally sorted a few issues out on the computer, so stick with it. But thank you guys so much for tuning in again. This week's episode was awesome. Lots of stuff coming our way. Of course, as we're going to naturally start with an introduction by her, you know what to do in the comments. It's a hashtag #FRachel all the way there. The story of Tower of God coming back again. Now, the thing I did think about was when we were talking about how the guy climbing the tower up with the stars must have felt really lonely at the top. I also did think that a lot of people do like their space. And what happens if he is the biggest introvert on the planet and actually really enjoys it up there? Maybe he wasn't actually sad. Maybe that would be an interesting take on the story, Rachel. Did you not think about that, Rachel? You know, maybe the guy just wanted his space and he was done with people and he just wanted to hang out, you know, in peace at the top of his tower. That would be just the interesting take on the story of Tower of God, wouldn't it? We are about to face the next trial. And something I did note when we were going into this next trial, because I think our boy Ya, I'm going to keep calling him Ya until I have another name. It's either that or I call him Wang. And I don't think calling him Wangnan or like Wang is a good idea. We're going to call him Ya for now. What I noted was that there's no real set pattern in what you might face. So this is his next chance getting through. He's gone past one of the tasks to get through to level 20, whatever it is. Last time he said it was something different. This time it's a test of strength, and he even says it's the worst thing for me ever. It's just there's no set pattern, which I'm curious about, because obviously I know there's a floor manager. There's like somebody in charge of every single floor. I'm guessing it's depending on what they want to do, they set. And even at the end, when you know that the guy decides that this is what we're doing and I'm going to make sure that the thug guy is like gone, people run things how they want to run. There's no like official organization, bar the fact that we've got the king at the top. It's just fascinating to see how the tower itself is running. Now, the tower does seem rife as well with the idea of bribery. We've got these people going up, cheating their way into this level 20 because he's got money and he wants to go all the way up. Obviously, he's paired up with the loan shark and people who are now his to command. And there's no real human rights once you're in the tower. It's kind of, that's the way it is. I did also wonder if people were able to go up and down, because obviously the goal is to get to the top of the tower. But what happens if you decide, don't like this level, I'm going to go back down to the other level and I want to stay there? Wondering if it's possible that once you get to, say, level 24, you've had enough of 24, you want to go back down to 23 again. Because it does seem like we've got a lot of people on this level taking the test who deserve to be higher up anyway. They're very powerful, and it did make me wonder as we were going up. Now, of course, naturally, our boy Bam Viol, I'm going to call him Bam Viol because it is Bam, you know it's Bam. In Hero Cantare, when it worked to my phone, rest in peace, doesn't work anymore, I did use Bam Viol a lot because he was very powerful. He was very good, but one of his attacks would also hurt him. That's in Hero Cantare. I don't know how we're going to run it on this, but naturally, Bam is going to be ranked number 1 because we know even in the first season, he had an affinity to Shishu, I believe it was called, the energy that flows. The Kevin Penkin soundtrack, when he literally puts his hand out, is just, it gives me absolute tingles down the spine to listen to when the vocals kick in, and it is just so good, and I'm so happy that it is Kevin Penkin getting this chance. It also made me realise that you've got our boy Hiroyuki Sawano doing solo leveling, and now you've got Kevin Penkin doing the Tower of God. Both of my babies have a manhwa, and I'm so proud because I love both of them. And the first thing I'm doing when I hit Japan, can I get Hiroyuki Sawano's back catalogue? Can I just actually own them physically? Because I want to. Everyone likes like MP3s and everything, and it's good to have it digital nowadays. But I just want Hiroyuki Sawano like back catalogue. I want it all. and it's something I'm going to be looking out for when I get over there. The strings on this piece are absolutely gorgeous. It's such a powerful moment too to see how powerful our boy has got, and literally tripling everybody's score as well, going straight to the top, because they do this thing where we have this introduction, everyone's trying to outdo each other on the other side, and you can see their powers creeping, and then you go, oh, she's got a really high power, then he's got a really high power, and Bam comes along and he's not even like double theirs, it's like quadruple their power level, so you know what you're dealing with. Now, the bit where everybody starts to plead to Bam, please take me up, please pick me, it actually doubles up as a nice introduction to the characters that we're dealing with, which is quite cool, and it does show you that they've all got their own motivations. Now, I think Silver is my boy, and I can't tell, and I don't remember his name, and I remember him having a tattoo on his back saying Mazino, maybe. I think it's my boy, but in the Hero Cantare, he had blonde hair. But then I noticed that in the end credits, there is that guy with blonde hair with the cap. I'm hoping it's this guy, because he's funny. He's really funny when he's there and he's like, oh, she is my daughter. And it's like, oh, obviously she's not your daughter, but I get it. He's doing anything he can to make up a sob story to try and plead to the heartstrings. Obviously, he's probably got his own motivations, which is, I just want to be the best kind of thing. He's thinking that a sob story is what's going to get Bam to actually take him on. But Bam is not interested in the sob stories. He is not working for Britain's Got Talent or anything. He doesn't care about the biggest sob story. He doesn't care. He knows that he has a mission, and his mission is changed since we last saw him. He's going to bring down the establishment. He wants to F the king in the biggest way possible. And he even just outright says, hey, I'm here to be the bad guy. None of you guys want to be on my team because I'm the bad guy. You don't want that. None of you are suited to be my fellow teammates because I'm here to really make sure that the tower comes rocking. And that's an interesting one because obviously he's been hit by betrayal, and I don't know how long has passed. How long has gone by since we last saw Bam? Because Bam would not hurt a butterfly in the season 1, but this is Bam at his hardcore point. This is his emo phase. He wants to bring down that tower, and hard. I also did think, if the test guy doesn't want Bam to proceed, could he not just eradicate him from the test, say you're not suitable to go forward? Because if Fug is really a problem, can you not just ban them outright? Outright says, I'm here to fuck things up. But even just saying that doesn't seem like it's grounds to actually kick him out. So it does seem that they may not be able to do anything about people coming in, which is fascinating. Now, I didn't realise that FUG for Fug also sounds like the UK slang for Fug. THUG. If you hear it in the UK, it just means somebody who is probably going to beat you up. They're rough, they're ready, antisocial in a sense, and more likely to get shanked if you're hanging around the Birmingham area. Introduced the word shanking to the channel, and the people from the US didn't understand what it was, and it's just a phrase that people use around Brum. Brum is Birmingham, and this guy tried to shank me. It just means stab. It's just a nicer way of saying stab, I guess. Fug seems to be quite a nice little fit there. I don't think that's what it stands for, FUG. It probably means something. Now, the last little bit with our boy Yar, I've noticed the ring as well. The ring has got the eyes of Jahad on it. Whether he is related, I think he looks like the guy, the prince, the king. I don't think it's him, but he does look a little bit similar. Have we seen the prince in the season 1 where they showed him climbing to the tower? But I do think he's hiding a secret. Obviously, our boy Vio noticing the ring quite quick. Him having the anti-royal campaign, noticing the ring, and then he's like, oh god, I almost died. That was quite scary because you know that he hates them. And it's like, if he's got a secret and he's somehow related, he is basically his enemy. He's going to be the biggest enemy for Viol, which is interesting. Now, I did note that the beautiful, amazing vocals at this point when we see the ring, absolutely gorgeous. Again, it's Kevin Pinking at his beautiful, his best. He knows what he's doing. He's creating this mystery. It might be the, I guess, soundtrack for Jihad perhaps, and he's bringing it in. Such a nice little moment for him using it. I've got all the people pairing up for waiting for the tasks now, which is very similar to season 1 where they had to have rooms and then they wait for the next task. Her thinking that Viola is a girl as well. It does seem they've paired them up with boy, girl, because I think Yah says that the noodle ramen girl is a girl, and that does seem like they've actually paired them up, boy, girl, which is interesting. But no, our boy Bam, definitely a boy, and I love her face when she's like, come and have a bath with me, and then it's like, oh god, no, what have I just done? It's a nice little ending on that, but definitely a lot of secrets in the tower because that's what the game is. The end credits are quite nice. A lot of these kind of ideas that what might be coming our way. There is a slide of Kun and Yar shaking hands. I hope this happens because Kun is my boy and I missed him. Every single day that I don't see him on my screen is a day that I cry, at night time. I just cry because I haven't seen him in a while. He's my favourite and I really want him there. I do appreciate the rolling of the credits at the end, but I also think they're a little bit spoilery. And you guys know how I feel about spoiling in credits and OPs. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. It is manhwa slides. It's basically showing you bits of the manhwa, and there's characters in it which are basically spoilers, and I've seen them and I'm like, oh, that's a spoiler, that's a spoiler. Try not to look at them. I think if you are trying to go in this blind, don't look at the rolling of the credits. Jump past it. I don't think you need it. The song's cool. You can probably dig that out on YouTube though. You don't need to actually watch it. But it is a really good episode and we're starting to build that mystery. What's going on with Yar? Viola's now like hardcore. What's going to happen in the test? Because clearly he's pissed off the invigilator. Something's going to happen now. Obviously, I think he fails because I do think he has to climb with the people you're seeing. Bam's about to fail, but I don't see how he's going to fail because he's so strong. It's going to be something like maybe he can't use power or something, and he actually does because he's too powerful. So it might be a test to let people with no power get through, which is probably what's going to happen. Be interesting to see what they choose today because I don't actually know what the plot is. I just know characters because I used them in fights when it comes to the game. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully next time I talk to you, I don't sound as crap. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.